MMM South Africa, we mutual community of mutual aid which has no equals, which was founded by J. Mavrodi. J. Mavrodi was Moscow, Russia. In clause, you have J. Mavrodi who create a fair financial system. So people just keep money around participants. It's a peer-to-peer system with no legality, and MMM of course brings and builds a fair world financially. It builds independence finance. So in the top 10 wamazwe ane community ama members community MMM number 10 lapha about Spain, number 9 is South Africa lapha, kuyoba number 1 in China, Nigeria lapha nayo number 5. So shooting the bigger the members in the country, the top 10 lo you won. So China is leader kama members. So it brings the happiness, ideology yawo nje kwakuyikona ukuthi J. Mavrodi founder yabona ukuthi the financial system lay inhumane, unfair. The people who work for money does not earn according to how they've worked, because they're working hard abantu, but they do not earn as much. Instead they're in debts, instead they need money, they are hungry, etc. Yet there's the people who are in and who are the creators of this financial system who just print the money, Kama prints. They print the money. This world is not for ordinary people like me and you. So the ideology what we go on ukuthi banze abantu bagcine imali within themselves. It creates a new financial system which is fair to everybody, because like MMM imali, the system rewards you with 30%. Ngalesikhathi uthatha imali uyinikeza omunye member of the community, we donate to another member of the community. So basically imali ke siyabona ukuthi iyona ke lento le esenza sibe izigqila. To eat you need money, to rent shelter you need money, to transport yourself to a point from point A to point B where you make to work you need money. So basically if Federal Reserve or the US Fed has no contracts, and they can print any amount of money, they use it, but they leave the rest of the community to work for money. And when you do not work for money, you do not get the money in such a way that rather you starve and die if you do not manage to work for the money. So our financial institutions are unfair. So let us plus or minus we founder the community, J. Mavrodi. J. Mavrodi, we found the lead of this community, MMM. We are not going to J. Mavrodi. I guess it's ukuthi ngaphumula njwana kwakhe sibone ukuthi who is he, right? Kahle uyena lo one notice ukuthi unfair and unjust the financial system. So he stands for a free financial freedom for everyone, and he believes that a person doesn't need a lot of money to be happy. It is sufficient for them to be able to make use of it at any time, to know that they possess it. You don't need big quantities of money, but you need to always have money to do whatever we want to do. So J. Mavrodi is a mathematician with a degree in mathematics, and he was a candidate master of sports in Sambo, a deputy of the Russian parliament. He was a deputy of the Russian parliament by 1994. So at a very young age, he worked as a programmer and participated in the development of the first operating system, and he founded a company that distributes computer equipment all over Russia. So he's a very involved person, you can see, and he's got hobbies like writing novels and poems. So more than 300 of his literal works have been sold in stores, issued, and several movies have been filmed based on his scenarios, and his poems have been turned into songs. So he's a very involved person, Sergey Mavodi, with a high vibration frequency of energy. He's a hands-on person. So history, the creation, yeah, all founded by Sergey Mavodi back in 1994 in Russia. So what we call within 6 months, about 20 million participants I saw joining MMM. So, and the amount of contributions ends a third the economy in Russia as a whole. 20 million participants who have joined within 6 months, and the turnover of the whole amount which has been used in participating was a third of the Russian turnover.